Good evening out there. I want to explain something on this paper, that is the biology 2019 final exam. So I just want to revise this paper. I'll try to do my level best so that we start from question 1 up to somewhere 20. So question 1 says, Elena was walking along a road when she saw an object under a tree. When the Elena touched the object, it rolled over and divided into two. Which characteristic of living organism did the object show? So characteristic of living organism, you talk about Mrs. Graphic, where M, it is a movement, R, reproduction, S, sensitivity, G, growth, F, nutrition or feeding, I, egestion, C. So now the answers there, you have A, excretion, movement, nutrition, B, growth, reproduction, sensitivity, C, movement, reproduction, respiration, movement, reproduction, sensitivity. So the correct answer there, because this one was showing that Elena was walking along a road when she saw an object under a tree. When the Elena touched the object, it rolled. So there, you talk about sensitivity and movement supposed to be there. So correct answer there, it is A, excretion, movement and nutrition. Excretion, movement and nutrition, that is the correct answer there. Then question 2, in which of the following correct list the path followed by a light from the right beam from the mirror to a viewer of the specimen under a microscope? So there you have a specimen, object, bed, barrier and eyepiece. Specimen, eyepiece, barrier, objective lens, specimen, barrier, objective, eyepiece, eyepiece, specimen, objective, barrier. What is the correct answer there? The correct answer is B, specimen, eyepiece, barrier. Okay, so correct answer there, it is B. The diagram below, so question 3, the diagram below shows a section through a leaf. Which structure is an organ and which one is a tissue? So a tissue, how can you define a tissue? A tissue, you have just one single cell. The whole of it makes as an organ. So P is an organ, then P is an organ, then S is a tissue. So correct answer there, it is B. B is the correct answer. So question 4. Question 4 there. The table below shows a condition in 4 test tubes containing equal quantities of starch and salivary amylase. So test tube 1, 2, 3, 4, pH 2277, temperature 2737, which in so question, in which test tube would the starch be broken down for fattest? So starch can be broken down when the temperature is higher and the pH is 7. So the correct answer there, it is D. Correct answer there is D. Question 5. Question 5. The table below shows some of the nutrients in 4 meals. Which meal will be the most likely to stimulate peristalsis along the alimentary canal? So you have carbohydrate, fat, roughage, and protein. So the question is saying the table below shows some of the nutrients in 4 meals. Which meal will be the most likely to stimulate peristalsis along the alimentary canal? Peristalsis, it means the movement of food bolus along the alimentary canal. Okay, so carbohydrates, fats, roughage. The correct answer there, it is A, 18, 12, 8, 25. Question 6. Which of the following deficiency disease result from consuming food that lack iodine? When food that lack iodine causes goiter. So correct answer there is B. Correct answer there is B, goiter. So when you eat food or salt that lack of iodine causes goiter. Goiter is something that is glowing, that glows near or on the neck there, on the neck. It glowing bigger because it's showing that you are lacking of iodine. Okay, so like what they were experiencing, those people living in the rural areas, they were getting salt near the lake. Okay, lake or rivers. There, the salt we are using there wasn't be iodated, so people were suffering of this problem, goiter. So question 7. Which macronutrient stimulate growth of flowers and fruits in plants? So which macronutrients stimulate growth of flowers and fruits? Okay, so we are dealing question 7 there. If you are not following properly, question 7. So you have magnesium, nutrients, nitrogen, phosphorus, and potassium. So potassium is the one which is stimulate growth of flowers and fruits in plants. Question 8. Question 8 there. Question 8. Question 8. So question 8, the diagram below shows a variegated leaf part covered as shown. The leaf was exposed to light for 4 hours and then tested for starch. So there you are. So excuse me. Let me try to so you have black paper there, you have a hole in paper 4, black pepper 3, green 2, white 1. So which region would turn blue black? Which region would turn blue black? I'm sure if you are behind, you are dealing with question 8 there. So the one that is going to turn blue black is uncovered part. So correct answer, it is A, 1 and 2. So 1 and 2 is the one that is going to be turn blue black. Sorry, my camera there is not well settled. So the following is the question 9. The following the dental formula of a dog. So you have incisors, canines, premolars, and molars. How many incisors are in the mouth of the dog? So they are talking about eye there. You are going to add the number there on top 3 and the number there down 3. 3 plus 3 you get 6. So 6 you multiply by 2. What are you getting is 12. So correct answer there for question 9, it is C, 12. Wonderful. Question 10. The diagram shows a part of the human digestive system. What digestive juice follows through the part labeled Q? So Q, it is a pancreas there. You know that the function of pancreas receive a bile from the liver. So pancreas, the function of the pancreas is to store bile. Bile, where is the bile secreted? There's bile secreted in the liver and stored in the gallbladder. So Q, the question is saying what digestive juice flows through the part labeled Q. So correct answer there, it is A. Correct answer, it is A. So question 11. Which of the following can be caused by excessive drinking of alcohol? Excessive of drinking alcohol. So too much drinking alcohol, it causes the problem called cirrhosis. Cirrhosis is a disease whereby the liver begin to get, or to be, the liver is being inflamed. Okay. So question 12. What happens to the flow of mouth and the operculum during inspiration in fish? So correct answer there for question 11, it is B. Lowered, close. During inspiration, the mouth of the fish will lowered and the flow of mouth will be lowered, mouth will close, operculum close during inspiration. Question 13. The 4 flasks were sterilized and set up as shown. Which flask will contain most alcohol after several hours? So correct answer for question 13 is D. Why D? Because looking at the temperature there, it is high, and the yeast, it is there, sugar and water. So excuse me. So the digesting of yeast sugar, it takes place there. It takes place under high speed of, or let me just say, the pH. The greater the pH of the yeast work the best. So yeast will work best under a room temperature. Okay, for a flower chakuti ngale bwino ifunika temperature so that dough rise up. Okay, rise up. So correct answer there, it is D for question 13. Then question 14, children children under 5 years receive immunization against measles. What type of immunity do they I think let us end it at question 14 then. Children under 5 years receive immunization against measles. What type of immunity do they develop after an injection against measles? Okay, we are dealing question 14. So question 14, correct answer is D, passive artificial. Passive artificial. Thank you for watching this video, and the next time when we meet, you will start on question 15 up to down there.